Hey people. Welcome to another episode of the Bandcamp Hour. My name is Cybertronix and I'm waiting for Mr. Boris. I don't know where he is. He's not responding. He's not answered his phone. There's some kind of problem with the bee man, the bee dogs. Hopefully he will be here soon to join us and give us his insight onto all of the tracks that we have selected for you today. Of course, we have 8 brand spanking new tracks available for you that we have ploughed through all of the submissions to bring you some of the best stuff from this week, and sometimes a tiny little bit, you know, beyond that. Depends depends what the submissions are like. Big shout goes out to everyone joining us on Mixcloud. Thank you very much for being with us today. Big shout goes to anyone listening on YouTube. And of course, this show is brought to you by Spectrum On Air, the colourful voice of radio through Mixcloud Live, and it is episode 99. That's one more to the big one, and I want to speak with Boris about this. I wanted to announce this with Boris on air about what we were going to do for episode 100, which is next week, obviously. But he's not here, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and give him a few minutes leeway, and hopefully he is not far behind, and maybe his phone is dead and he's stuck in traffic or something along those lines. I don't really know. But what we will do, I actually got a little filler track that I had today, in case, it's just a cup of tea, in case we went through the music a little bit too quickly, and I'm glad I did, because I can now use it now. It's a short little piece And I'm going to just quickly talk about it and get the artwork up for you. While I do that, let me just zoom out, as they say in Italian. Right, artwork. There it is. Okay, bang. So there's the artwork behind me. I'll just close myself off and move across slightly and zoom that in. Well, I'm not one. It looks, sorry about that noise. It looks, I can't place this. What is it? Some kind of mirror image inside of a lift or a hallway. I don't know. It looks like it's on a spaceship, possibly. It's really hard to describe. Obviously you can see that on the screen, so if you want to let me know what you think in the comments about it, then that would be fantastic. And actually, thinking about that, I wanted to do a little shout out today as well, because we've just opened a Discord server for the Bandcamp Hour, which I will paste the link to in the chat for you to check out. Come and join us, and you can talk to us about the show and the music and other special offers that we have. You might want to be a guest. You can talk to Boris or myself and just find out a little bit more about how the show works and what we're looking for, the type of music we're looking for, the community that we're in. Come and join us and be part of that community. Right, so the first track today is only 1 minute and 47 seconds long. I must warn you, as I said, it was a little filler one, and it's called Theme Cartridge. Maybe that's what it is, a cartridge, I don't know. Theme Cartridge by Mega Drive, and I'll go over. So Mega Drive is from Dallas in Texas, and there is no bio on this, or is there? No, just says following. A couple of comments in the thumbnails. This EP is so avant-garde that I sometimes forget it's MD. That's not a bad thing at all, as this small little EP delivers so much with so little. Fortress is one of the best tracks I've ever heard. I don't think I've heard anything like it from MD before. Maybe we should play Fortress. Why not? We'll give it a go. Right, released on January the 29th, 2026. To support this, you can go to Mega Drive, which is spelled megadrive.bandcamp.com. Quite a few thumbnails for Mega Drive here. Tags are 80s, 90s, electronic, cyberpunk, futuristic, retro, and Dallas. Right, here we go. Here is our first little filler of the day. Wrong track, changing it up, So I thought I'd play both of those just to see if I did think it was the best track that Mega Drive has ever done. Not having listened to all of Mega Drive stuff, of course, I wouldn't be able to comment. But I thought I would compare it to the first one, which was called Gesten, and I preferred the first track on that little album. They're very short. I'm not quite so short. I mean, the first track's 1 minute 47. The second track is 1 minute 34. And then there's Gesten 2, which I did listen to earlier on. And I actually preferred the first one, which was 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Obviously, cinematic. The first one had sort of like very dark, dreamy, almost dark and dreamy, like out in space, something bad is lurking around the corner to get you. I liked it, actually. I did like it. I liked the first one particularly. I thought it was better than the second one, and I'm going to just give it one of these. I'm going to give it one of these. Hold on, let me just change my background. I'm going to give it that. How about that? How about that dark side? It's kind of hard to comment any further on the track due to its quite short nature, really. It feels like it could have been a longer piece, and there is obviously the second one, which is longer, but it sounds completely different, the second one to the first one. I think it should have stayed with the dark sort of cinematic ambient vibe. I can see Boris is typing away finally. He says he'll be there in 10 minutes. Right, okay. I shall just let him know that's okay. Right, yeah, so what score shall I give it? Bit short, so it's going to lose half a point there. Very nice production. It's very clean, very well produced. I've got no comments really on the sounds apart from they all work. And I like the bass line. I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5. I'd like to hear a bit more. I'd like to hear that made into a full track. And people who listen to the show know I'm not like the biggest, like necessarily sort of ambient Eve fan, but it was dark ambient, so that's always gonna work well with me. Now I think it is time for me to tell a joke, but there's no one here to laugh at my jokes apart from me. So, and actually, I'm going to be honest with everyone listening out there today. I struggled to find any good jokes this week. It was a bit like pulling teeth. Dear. And I do like a good dad joke, but I need some material. So anyone out there listening in the Mixcloud, in the world of Mixcloud, who is a dad joke fan, enthusiast, may I say, connoisseur of a dad joke, could I even go as far as to say, please hit me up. Honestly, I will say your dad jokes live on air, and I can even credit you for them. I don't mind. I don't make up my own dad jokes. I'm not going to pretend I do. Sometimes I put twists on them, but usually I just scour the internet or social media and find funny people and try and replicate that humour, because do you know what? Maybe I am quite a funny man in real life, but I don't know if I'm that kind of off the cuff. Just can make I can a bit, but not all the time. I wouldn't be a stand-up comedian, is what I'm getting at. I don't think I've got the I think you have to be super intelligent to be a stand-up comedian. I think comedians are really intelligent people in general, but I'm quite good at accents and I can be quite funny, so I've got a little bit in me, but not enough to be actually good. Alright, here we go. First joke of the day. Have you heard that new book about constipation? I'm not surprised. It hasn't come out yet. Alright, let's move on to our second track of the day. What will I play today? Big shout goes out to everyone at Retro Reverb Records. We've got some new stuff coming out. Next week we've got a release by Eden Future. The week after we got a release by Abobo and by Vienna for Valentine's. So we've got two releases on Valentine's, one with sax, one with vocals. Eden has done a quite sort of ambient tracky for him, which is called Shredwave, which will be out next Friday, and that will be the start of our release our release schedule, moving now forward into 2026 and beyond. And I remind you, just as I said earlier on, when I play this track, I'll be quickly popping over to find the Discord link for you, and I will be sending you the link that you can follow us on Discord. Please do. You're more than welcome, and we'd love to have you in. So the next track is by Skylane Drive, SKYLANE, and then DRIVE, and I'll just go and get that artwork for you. But see, usually Boris would just be nattering on while I'm doing this bit. Right, here we go. Here's the artwork for this one. I think I've done quite well. I've managed to sort of stall for nearly 90 minutes to give Boris time to get in. Okay, here we go. So, what can I see in the image? It's a hooded, caped figure in like a black hooded cape, and behind him there's like lights, but they're all blurred out and they kind of look blue and purple, but I can't make out the face. It reminds me of, what is that game show where you have to lie, and it's really popular at the moment. You are the murderers and you have to lie and pretend you're not. What's it called? I don't know. Anyway, and every night they meet up in a secret place, and they have to decide who to kill, and then if the other people guess who they are, then there's a big round table and they'll sit around it, and if they guess they get the right number of votes for the person, they get kicked out. I can't remember what it's called now. I feel like it's Intruders, but it's not. And then I keep thinking Intruders, Invaders, I don't know. Anyway, they did the celebrity one with Stephen Fry and recently. I'm sure anyone who's listened to this who's seen it is probably screaming at the TV saying it's not the TV, the whatever you're looking at. the radio screen. You're probably watching us on Mixcloud. Don't know. Actually, I should go over and have a look at Mixcloud. Let me just see what's going on over there on Mixcloud, because I should be in it. Am I in it? Is that me? I can't see us. I don't know. No, that doesn't look right. Let's go to live, refresh, see what's happening. What is it called? In Fakers? Why is that not working? Why can I not see Mixcloud? There I am. I am live on Mixcloud. The traitors! Traitors, thank you, Tony. Right, 3 of you over there currently on Mixcloud. I'm sure that will jump up soon. Okay, right, so, the traitors. Right, good number of thumbnails on this one, and to support it you can go to Skylane Drive, which is SKYLANEDRIVE.bandcamp.com. Skylane Drive is a synthwave producer hailing from the greater New York City metropolitan area. Links for this one, tags are Chillwave, Electronic, Outrun, Synthwave, Dreamwave, New Jersey. If you like this, you might also like 6mix6, Neutron Dreams, The Less Egg, Zach Vortex, Starforce, and Electric Nobody. They're all quite synthwavy artists. Right, without much more wasting of the time, let's get into our first full-length track of the day, which is called Doomseeker, DOOMSEEKER, by Skylane Drive. Yes, we are back in the house. This is episode 99. My name is Cybertronix. Excuse me. I am the co-owner of this. Yes, I've got something stuck in my throat. I am the co-owner of Retro Reverb Records and the co-host of the Bandcamp Hour, brought to you by Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. It's still there. And Retro Reverb Records on YouTube. Okay, so that was Doomseeker by Skylane Drive. It's the second track we played from them on the show. If I could choose one adjective to describe that track, I would say meaty. Everything about it was meaty, from the bass line to the tom drums. There was nice contrast in the track that was brought to it from like the sort of airy rises that also gave it like quite a nice little drop section. Not like a heavy drop, not like a big dance drop, but a drop, which is I think something that Boris and I have been speaking about in Synthwave anyway, that it gives it more energy, more power, especially for live performances, which I think some producers should consider. And it was actually meant to be the topic of the show today, live performances. I'm going to wait for Boris to arrive before I talk about it. I've got a few things to say. Hopefully he shouldn't be too much longer. So we will see. And we will chat about some of the live performances and some of the events that have been going on in the Synthwave scene, some of the sort of current events that have been happening too. But I liked the artwork and I liked this track, and I think they kind of went well together. Mild, dark undertones, because everything was so beefy, and I'm not sure if it's my headphones or not. Everything was so beefy. I thought there could have been a tiny bit touch more clarity in the mix, but we will see. I'm not like a mixing and mastering expert. I have less experience, so I don't want to talk about too much, but just to my untrained ears, I thought there could have been a little bit more clarity in there, but maybe it was made like that on purpose. But a decent track, an entertaining track, one I quite enjoyed actually, and more synthwavy than in recent weeks as well. And I think today's show in general is going to be a little bit more synth wavy. Anyway, I'm going to give that one a 4 out of 5. So well done, that's a good score. They're from New Jersey as well. I think I already said that. So I've gotten the scales today. I've been really good. I've not been I've done dry January, which most people do, but I usually do like a bit longer than what most people tend to do, which is usually I think a month, isn't it? I usually go on and do like 5 months because I enjoy it so much. But I also started to lose a bit of weight, which is fantastic. I can actually see it on air a little bit as well. Less of a chin, or a second chin, should I say? And then I just thought I'll have a cup of tea before the show, and I was drinking a cup of tea, as you might have seen when you came in, and ate about 8 biscuits. So that's kind of ruined the diet. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, right, back to a joke for the next bit before we move into the second big track of the day. Why is grass so dangerous? I can hear you saying, why? Because it's full of blades. I don't know. I'm pretty damn sure that Boris wouldn't have enjoyed that joke. So I'm gonna let it go. Right, next up we're gonna have Female Reaction, a single by Andrew J, who's from the UK. Andrew is Andrew, and then just J, the letter, is how he refers to himself. Let's get the artwork up for you. Right, what can we see? What can we see in the picture? We can see what appears to be a very calm, happy, serene woman with a big smile on her face. No, an angry young lady with wavy dark hair, snarling at the camera, red lipstick, I think, eyebrows bent inwards, and the whole background of the picture, including her skin, is kind of like this blood red, which gives the impression of, and it's called Female Reaction. I like the font in Female Reaction, actually. It's written really well. It gives the impression that maybe this song might have something to do with the fact of, what's that phrase you say, a woman scorned. So when a woman is mad, possibly, is what this song might be referring to. And if you've made a woman mad, you've probably done something quite wrong, so don't do it. Right, okay. When was this released? The 30th of January 2026. And as I said, you can go and find out more information. Go and look for Andrew J, the artist. Right, Female Reaction coming up. Here we go.
All the things that you say to me.
Yo, 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 yo! Back in the house. My name's Cybertronix, the co-owner of Retro Reverb Records, and you are listening to the Bandcamp Hour, episode 99. Let's just have a quick disclaimer. Hey people, a quick heads up before we dive into this episode of the Bandcamp Hour. This show is all about great music, independent artists, and a bit of banter and fun. We aim to keep things respectful, but humour is subjective and can be a grey area. Not everything is for everyone. If you're easily offended or not into cheeky commentary, no worries, feel free to skip the show. Otherwise, settle in and enjoy the Bandcamp Hour. Yes, and we are joined by Mr. Tenodi Boris. How are you today, Boris?
Hello. Just arrived back.
Did you hear any of the last song or not really?
The end of it.
Yeah.
Nice disco tune.
Yeah, nice disco tune, nice funky disco tune. It's got that typical sort of bass guitar sound going on. I like the vocals. Vocals were fine and very appropriate for the track. What I didn't really get was the feeling of, so it's talking about female reaction, female anger. It didn't really translate into the track for me. I didn't get that sense that the woman was particularly mad or angry, because it was too funky and the vibe was too nice. So that was my one. So I don't feel like the artwork and the name of the track particularly linked to the vibe of the track, apart from maybe in the lyrics. And the lyrics and the artwork go together, but the sound, the lyrics and the artwork did not match too well for me. Although I did quite enjoy the track, so 3.5 for me. Boris, you don't need to give it a mark because you didn't hear the whole track. I don't think it's fair. Okay, listen, Boris. So you were out and about today. How was the Aqua Zoo?
Aqua Zoo, yeah, in Düsseldorf. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, lots of fishies.
No way.
Fishy.
In an aqua park? How strange.
No. It's not an aqua park. It's aqua zoo.
Sorry, is that different?
It's a aquatical zoo.
Okay.
So lots of fishes.
Were you underneath, looking through mirrors and stuff? Is it that kind of thing? Yeah, tubes. Yeah. You walk through tunnels and they swim it around you.
It's lots of aquariums. Actually, and you go from one type of fish to another type of fish to another type of fish, and so on and so forth, until you get to the huge aquarium where the stingrays and
sharks,
the clownfishes, and I don't know, dory and.
What was your favorite fish?
My favorite fish is a trumpeted fish or trumpet fish. It's a small fish with a long nose. It looks like a trumpet. It's very fun, very funny.
There we go. Right, okay, excellent. Well, I hope your son had a nice time too. Was there a lot of traffic coming back? Was that the problem?
The Highway 52 is closed, and I didn't know that.
Dear.
Closed. Not
Closed.
Not like slower traffic or something. It's closed, so I had to go all around through the villages. That's no fun.
Okay, so I wrote a little piece about driving in Sicily, which I'll send you, which is called A Moron's Guide to Driving in Sicily. I sent it to you. It's a funny piece.
I wrote it. You sent me that already.
Did I say? I forgot. Sorry, I said I'm going to do a second edit on it to try and make it a tiny bit funnier. But yeah, anyway. There we go, that's that. So listen, Boris, a couple of things. So could you do me a favour? I've been meaning to do this on the show, but because it was just me and I haven't. Could you put I mentioned our new Discord server to anyone listening, and I said that they're more than welcome to join. So maybe we could put that Discord server link in the Mixcloud chat, and possibly also YouTube if you've got it open. You don't have to do it right now.
Yeah. I have it open all.
at some point. And then there was a few other little bits and bobs that I wanted to talk about today. So the first one, so we've decided to try and possibly have like a topic that we talk about in each episode. If there is a topic to be spoken about, if not, then we won't have one. But today's topic is, well, it was brought to light by an event being cancelled, a big event which was publicised, and I don't really want to get too much into that particular event. This is not a discussion specifically about that event, but it got me thinking about the synthwave scene and live music events, and what is like what is the current situation. How are they viewed? Do there need to be more of them? Are there too many? Are they well attended? How much do they cost? Are they well spread out? So I will talk briefly about the event. So it was a Midnight City and Retro Reverb Records idea, which was basically they were going to do like a spring break style weekend event on an island somewhere. I can't remember where it was now. Can you remember, Boris?
What exactly?
It was in somewhere in America. The event, the synthwave event that they were trying.
I don't know where exactly. No.
Somewhere warm, I think.
Miami or something like
that.
It
might have been Miami. Yeah, it might have been Miami. And it was, it was a very, let's just say, it was a very ambitious idea. Probably not the best business model. I think had it been thought through a little bit more carefully, some of the sponsorship packages and stuff that they were asking for were probably unrealistic. And the reason I mention that is not as in, and I want Ed to be very careful here, not to say that I'm implying that the organisers were trying to be greedy or anything like that, because I did see when the event was cancelled there was quite a lot of comments on the Facebook announcement, and some of them were quite aggressive, some of them were pretty rude, some of them were well thought out and fair, fair criticism of the idea and some of the negatives of it, and some of them were a bit personal and stuff like that. I guess you always get that on social media. And I just wanted to say that I do actually know James and Dan personally. I've spoken to them many times, and I don't think that they were trying to rip anyone off or scam anyone in any way. And I had a lot of respect for the comments and the way they responded to the criticism that they received. I thought they dealt with it quite professionally and calmly and fairly. I do think they could have taken a little bit more ownership and said, yes, maybe we do need to apologise. It was too ambitious and we might have wasted some people's time. But, that's up to them. But I just want to say that I for anyone who knows them, I don't think, I think at worst it was just a poorly thought through idea. I think that's what happened, and they were trying to do something positive. But for an event of that size on an island, with health and safety, staffing, people needing to travel, booking flights, hotels, licenses, local police force, stewards, live acts, people setting up the stages, lighting, food and drink, sanitary conditions, toilets. You are talking years and years and years to plan something of that size.
I really don't think that was well thought through.
No. But the point is, so I've just covered that.
Idea is awesome. So, because if you look at it really so deeply, so to say, synthwave events are scarce, and especially in Europe or I want to say Europe, like Germany or Italy or UK. You have like one event yearly.
Well, actually, Boris. So look, I did a little bit of research on this because I thought you might say something like this. So I had a quick look into it. So you're right. There are a handful of dedicated synthwave festivals globally each year. There were a few. There's like 3 big ones in America. There's one in the UK, and then I think there's one in France as well. There are quite regular nightclubs and smaller gigs that do, I wouldn't say synthwave, but places that would incorporate synthwave acts as the type of music that they would play at those venues. Do you see what I mean? So they could be just retro or something like that, or electronic. So there is and there isn't, but I think when you're talking about bigger events, I mean, most synthwave events, especially like the clubs or the bars or whatever, they probably get maybe 200 people maximum if they're lucky. And I'm not even sure all of those would be there for synthwave. They might just be at the venue anyway. And the big sort of festivals, I reckon if you got the low thousands in, you'd be lucky. Like, but if you 1,500, 2,000.
Let's be honest. So you have festivals for every kind of music, plus minus.
Yeah.
So if you can, with a dub festival, if you can pull together 100,000 of people in Slovenia, where there is a very famous dub festival, it's a type of reggae. It's not even.
Yeah.
It's a dub, but they are very how to say very I feel the words in English. They like to hang out together.
Yeah.
On the other side, the synthwave fans are completely different people and oft loners, or nostalgic people, but they don't really often hang out.
Yeah, and also a lot of them are just artists and not really fans. I just give you a quick list of some of the big ones. So you've got Neotropolis, which is in California, which is one of the biggest synthwave events, which is mostly cyberpunk, industrial, dark synth, and EBM. You've got Retro Future Fest, which is in the UK. That's more synthwave, retrowave focused with DJs and live acts. You've got Eco Synthetic in the US. It's one of the earlier synthwave festivals. It's a bit smaller scale, but has good credibility. And then there was Neon Retro Fest, which was in Florida. That was quite good. I don't know what the numbers were like. They got big acts there, and they weren't able to go last year. They had problems organising it. But so look, let me ask you a couple of questions, Boris, because we have to get on and play the next tune.
Okay.
And anyone who wants to add anything in the comments, if you feel strongly about the event that was cancelled, or you would just want to talk about events, or you've performed at events, or you've been to events, let us know about your experiences. Let us know what you think. But do you think that there is a place out there for good, well-focused, I don't want to say just synthwave, but the genres that we operate in, do you think there is a need for more live events? Because I just before you answer the question, because I think the fact that we do have festivals, that we do have quite a lot of gigs and clubs and stuff where people do perform synthwave or darkwave or whatever, shows that the synthwave scene has a bit of a reputation for being bedroom producers, and I understand why it has that reputation. But there is obviously a part of it that isn't, because they're performing live. But are there enough of them? Are they good enough? Do we need more festivals? Do we need more events and festivals so that we can build fans? Are there enough big acts out there to do it? You know, there's a lot of questions. So what do you think?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure that in America they need another festival.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Maybe here in Europe would be better, and to be honest, somewhere in Poland or something
cheap.
Not only cheap. I think there is a lot of people from Poland in this scene, and they don't have their own festival, not yet.
No, although I do know that MTTM are going to do a couple of gigs out in Poland later on this year.
They have dedicated clubs, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but not festivals, not something slightly bigger scale, like stages and everything.
I think you're right about Poland as well, because Poland currently is one of the fastest growing economies in Europe, and infrastructurally as well. Having lived there myself for 4 years, 2 years and then a break and then 2 years, it's rapidly developing, and places like Krakow and Warsaw and some other of the big major cities out there have got everything in place for good events like that. And
they're geographically they're in a good place. So I live in West Germany, so completely next to Holland, Netherlands borders.
Yeah,
and to come to Poland is like 10 hours of driving, plus minus. So that's doable. That you can do that, and also people.
Or you can just fly. Just fly.
But if you want to go fast, go with a lot of baggage and do.
What about trains?
Trains. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure about trains, but definitely it's geographically it's a good position, because you can go from South Europe, like Greece, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Czech, Slovakia, Romania, Bulgaria. So those all lands can be there. So people from all of those lands can be there in several hours. And here west, so till the West Germany. So France, Spain, they have to fly. That's just too much to drive. But there is you cover a lot of Europe from there, and I think it's something to think about. Definitely.
Yeah, I think Milan would make quite a good spot as well, to sort of cover the southern part, but connected. Southern, as in the southern part of Europe, but it connects the southern part of Europe to the northern part of Europe, doesn't it? So it's a good in between place in quite a big city. It's kind of like London in Italy. So this might be good. Might be good.
Do you know the Germans say Mailand for Milano? Mailand.
Oh,
I don't know. It was German for quite a while. It's South Tyrol.
If you go up into the north, into the mountains, I've forgotten what they're flipping called now.
South Tyrol.
No, what are they called up there?
Alps.
I've been there. No, not the Alps. I've actually been and worked in this place, and I've forgotten the name. Anyway, they speak German up there. So here you go. They don't even like speaking Italian. They can, but they prefer to speak German. So if you try and speak Italian to them, they look at you like you're a bit weird. Right, okay, let's move on, because we've got to play a song. That was our topic of the day, so do let us know how you feel about the topic. And if you've got any ideas for other topics, we'd be happy to discuss them. This is a cool piece of artwork. Right, since you're late, your punishment is...
punishment?
Yeah, your punishment is to describe this piece of artwork for me, please.
Punishment. So, it's a 80s style poster, skull without an eye, like being quite angry. You can see behind him the big storm, and he has some gray hair still. Beneath him is a guy looking at him like very brave, and there is something emitting from his body, some red dust, and there is two hands like with big nails wanted to catch him, and behind is a typical synthwave city. So now the silhouette of the city is in front of the guy or below the skull. Anyway, it leaves me thinking it's going to be a horror or cyberpunk song, something like that. I'm not quite sure what to expect.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's like a skull face with one eye. He's got a weird hat on. A bit Stranger Things at the bottom there with the red sort of monster thing walking through a pair of hands. Lightning's coming out from his hair. It says "Dance with the Dead" in red at the top. It's a good piece of artwork. I think it's been made, don't you? Not AI. Looks like it's been designed to me. So, I mean, if that's AI, it's very, very good AI. So this track is called Chaos Theory by Dance with the Dead. They are from California in the US. They're pretty big, I think, Dance with the Dead. Looking at the thumbnails, they've got quite a good bit of support there. There is no bio for them. Oh, look, talking of shows, though, they've got Urban Lounge on April the 9th, Turntable on April the 21st, and The Drake on April the 27th. And then if you go over to their page, which is dancewiththedead.bandcamp.com, DANCEWITHTHEDEAD. There's a list of further shows, and I'm assuming probably ways to buy tickets for their shows. So if you're out in America around about springtime in April, might be worth going to check them out and letting us know what the venues are like and how many people turned up and things like that. It'd be very, very cool to know. Tags are 80s, EDM, electronic rock, metal, rock, dance music, electronic pop, experimental electronic, pop rock, synthwave, and California. Right, let's get into our next song of the show. Yes! That was good. Right, okay, stop. What's going on? Stop playing music, you crazy chicken! Stop it! Wait. What's it doing? There we go. Right, that was good. Basically, that was heavy metal with a tiny little bit of synth.
Yeah, that was goth metal.
Yeah, and nice drops. I thought it was going to be repetitive. I thought, it's just going to keep going. But actually, after about 1:24, I think it was the timestamp, there was a drop. Then there was another drop. Then there was a bridge, and then there was a really good ending. So actually, I preferred the tune after 1:24. I liked the way it came in, and I thought, oh no, it's going to be repetitive. And then we got to like 1:30 mark, and it changed it up. Enjoyable. I can see why a lot of people like that. So what did you think?
It was amazing. I really loved that. I like that kind of music, and I listened to that kind of music in my free time, and I liked it really.
I'm just looking at that.
But I can't tell why you are not sure it's an AI or not. It was just too perfect.
What do you mean, the picture?
No, not the picture. The song.
I wasn't referring to the song as AI. I was referring to the picture. I was like, it's a really good picture.
Okay, the song. It's perfect. I hope the guy is listening. If he's listening, I would like to hear what he has to say. Really, because if he's real, I don't know why he's not famous.
Yeah, there's two of them, and looking at if you click on the thumbnail on the Bandcamp page, you can see they look like a pair of old rockers. I'm gonna say I know Dance of the Dead. I really don't think they're AI at all, and they are quite popular, and they do live events. I think it would be incredible if they were AI. I think it would be almost impossible.
Then it's a huge compliment.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, because it was perfect. I really loved it.
Yeah.
So everything from the mix to the gent guitar, where you can really hear how he slaps the string when he plays. It's really so powerful and energetic. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, maybe they did use a touch of AI in the process to help smooth things out a tiny bit. I don't know. I would say though that I don't think that would get flagged as AI for a detector.
As I said, if not, then it's a huge compliment from me. I loved it, and I will give it 4.8.
Okay, I'm going to give it 4.75. 4.75. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stick my neck out and say I'm pretty damn sure that those guys are not AI. Not only have I known them be around in the scene for quite some time. Let's just have a look. Going back to the first releases, yeah, I mean, I remember them. That I can see here, 2022. That you wouldn't have been using AI back in 2022 for music.
No.
Yeah, I really,
definitely not.
No, I really don't think they are. All right, anyway, well done. So that's you can go to danceforthedead.bandcamp.com. It's a sad state of affairs though, that everything we listen to, if it's so good, we're like, is it AI? Is it not? I don't know.
You said it. So it's amen to that. It's a sad affair. Yeah. It's a state of. Yeah, it's a sad state that every time I hear something that sounds really good, I have to think, is it an AI or not?
Yeah. I have to say, it's a bit quiet in the old Mixcloud today. Not the busiest we've been. I wonder what's going on. Maybe people have got those January blues. Don't know.
Yeah,
it's a cold day here. Yeah, it's a cold cold day, but usually the last weekend of January, people perk up a little bit because they get paid again after Christmas and feel a bit better. Last night I went to a party with my wife, and I was saying earlier on, every year I do the dry thing, but most people I think do it for just 1 month, dry January, but I do it for like 5 months. Anyway, we went to a party last night, and my wife had been doing it with me, so it was like we didn't start on the 1st, we started on the 7th, because we were on holiday, and we didn't get back till the 6th, so we started on the 7th. But so she was doing it with me, so it was like 24 days yesterday. Anyway, we went to the party, and she decided to have a drink, and I said no, and I went to the guy, I knew the guy in the bar as well, and he had all of these cocktails and everything, I could have a really nice time. I said, can you do me a non-alcoholic mocktail, please? So I drank non-alcoholic drinks all night. Anyway, my wife, as soon as she started drinking, I could see that she was really enjoying it, and she had not had a drink for like I said, nearly a month. So they were going down quite fast, and she had some cocktails and some Prosecco and something else and some red wine. Anyway, she woke up this morning. She won't be pleased. I'll tell the whole world this, but she was absolutely dying. And she said that she woke up in the middle of the night and she was shaking and stuff like that. I had to get her like a special drink with salts in and things like that, and I was secretly just going ha ha ha. I was like, I feel fine. So there you go. And I still had quite a nice time at the party. It's difficult. Like, so one of the hardest things at like going to a party when you're not drinking is dancing.
I'm a non-dancer anyway.
I like dancing. Yeah. I find it harder.
I have to be wasted to take out the broom out of my ass and actually dance. Because I'm born with this broom. So I can't move. I feel sick in my stomach when it's something in my head. I don't know. I really can't describe.
No, I think a lot of men don't like dancing. It's quite common.
No, but I hate it. I don't know.
You hate it?
There is a difference between don't like or feel a bit uncomfortable before you forget that you are around people and say to yourself, I will do it anyway because it makes me happy when I do that. So that's one side. And there's another side, is a pathological problem where I can't move.
Okay, well, I'm the opposite. I quite like dancing, as long as the music's good. I can't dance to music. No, I can't dance to music.
You have to feel it.
Yeah, if I don't like the tune, I'm not dancing to it. It's as simple as that. So, and there was some average music last night. Only a few good tracks, but I still danced. Even, and when you don't have a drink, it's harder. But I just sod it, and I did it anyway. Right. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a unicycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. I heard the slap on your face.
No, attire.
Yeah. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
What?
A maybe.
Oh.
Right, turn off your camera for a second. Right. Eternal Dreamer is the song by Younsu, which is YOUNSOU, and the artwork that you can see on your screens now is quite cool. I like the colours. There's so many different. That looks like Atari, actually. Now I come to think of it, that green symbol.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it looks like the Atari symbol, but it kind of gives it that. The colours have that kind of oily lots of different colours. You know those cars that change colours when you look at them when they drive by? It reminds me, that special type of paint, it reminds me of that. But you can see on the side of this sports car, there's palm trees and a beach and this weird Atari symbol, and then in the background you've got your typical synthwave sun. And that's actually quite cool. I like the faded, distorted edges, again, like a bit of a battered vinyl or something. I don't know, a lot of people do that, but I think it always looks good. I like the choice of font. I think it's a well thought out piece of artwork, actually. Quite nice. A very synthwave, but good synthwave. What do you think?
It's a good synthwave artwork. Yeah, you're totally. I agree with you on that. Well, I'm a fan of cars, so when I see a car, I'm a happy guy.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Okay. Well, that covers that then. Right. Okay. These guys are from Lyon in France. Yuan Su is an electronic synthwave producer. It's just one person, inspired in the 80s. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Usually a man, unfortunately. Tags are electronic, 80s, cyberpunk, music, 80s, dreamwave, French, outrun, retrowave, synthwave, and Lyon. And to support this, you can go to yuansou.bandcamp.com, which is YOUNSOU. Is there a little description? Eternal Dreamer is a synthwave journey between speed, nostalgia, and memory. A single that explores the data of future imagined yesterday and regretted today. Sorry, the thing was it's quite hard to read. Also, you need to check the spacing of your writing on your Bandcamp page. I've noticed that Bandcamp does this, and maybe it's when you copy and paste it across, because he's French, maybe he's put it through AI to help him make it sound good, but it's not spaced it out well. He has got a Spotify link there, a clickable Spotify link. I wonder how he's done that there. Have you seen that? Have you ever noticed that before?
Yes.
On the left? Or maybe he just put it in the text.
Yeah, I saw that already, and I don't know how. No.
Yeah.
No clue.
No, that's interesting. All right, okay, here we go. Let's listen to this track, Eternal Dreamer. Okay, and we are back in the house. I better turn myself on so that people can see me. My name is Cybertronix. I'm the co-owner of Retro Reverb Records along with Tenodi Boris, and we are the co-hosts of the Bandcamp Hour. This is episode 99, brought to you by Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio, available on Mixcloud live every Sunday from 4 till 6 and YouTube. You can also join our Discord server if you like, and the link is in the chat for that, where we will be doing all things the Bandcamp Hour related. And Boris, I was thinking about next week. It's our 100th episode.
Yeah, it's 100.
100. Yeah.
Well, I have to congratulate you. So yeah, I'm here like for what, 10 episodes or something like that.
Nah, more. You've done about 20 now.
Yeah. Okay, but 100, it's a number. It's a number. It's 100 weeks, 100 times doing the same thing all over again, and yeah, I'm happy.
It's 2 years. it's basically 2 years. I've been doing it for 2 years. I was thinking about maybe trying to get some guests or having an open invitation for people to come and join the show. We did it once before. We just posted the link out and said, if you want to come and join the show, we can play your track if you come on, and we just had people pop in and out and say hello and stuff like that. Maybe we'll reach out to some people, see if we can get some guests and do something a little bit different for next week's show. Not sure. We'll see.
Definitely would be nice to do something a bit special.
Yes. Okay. Right. Thoughts and feelings on that. What you go?
Yeah. So I didn't die of boredom.
Right.
So that means that this synthwave tune did something to make me entertained. And for this song, for me personally, it was this nice lead sound. In my database that I have, it's called a Canadian lead. I don't know why. I have the same lead. I have the same sound in my VSTs, and it's called Canadian lead. I don't know. I really don't know why. If anybody knows why, please tell me. Mm-hmm. And it definitely kept me entertained, kept me wanted to listen more, because I love that sound and how it was integrated into the song itself. I think the bass was a bit lazy. It was repetitive, so through whole the song, it wasn't bad. It was just, yeah, it could be more. It could be more. It could be some variations. At some point, would bring a lot.
Probably a criticism of synthwave as a whole. I mean, I know why it's like that. It's meant to be like driving basses that stay the same all the way through the song, but it also does mean that the songs become a bit one-dimensional. And I think sometimes a change of bass is a way to add a little bit of something cool and different to a synthwave track, rather than just having the same.
Yeah, because I heard it. Yeah. I heard it. I heard the songs where the people were okay. This is the base of synthwave, but that doesn't mean that I'm a slave of it. So yeah, exactly. I will do some this and that to make it a bit more interesting, and it's really not that hard. And I
also think synthwave is at a stage now where it is.
It needs changes.
Yeah, it needs changes. Okay. Anyway, not bad. I agree with you. I've heard a lot of synthwave. Heard a lot of synthwave like that. That wasn't bad. It was a good version of synthwave. I also wasn't bored. And for that, I'm going to give it slightly above, just kind of what we give as an average, which is probably 3.5. I'm going to say 3.75.
3.75 is fair. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to play my favorite track of this week.
Wait a second. I promised I will bring a joke today.
Oh, okay. Go.
Yeah. It's also that joke.
Okay, so, I'm ready.
It goes. I started a band called 1023 Megabytes. We still haven't gotten a gig.
Not bad. What did one hat say to the other hat?
What?
You wait here, and I'll go on ahead.
Yeah. One more from me, but maybe you know it already. Why did the bicycle fall over?
Because it was too tired.
I like that one.
Sorry, it's good. But I've heard it. I think I've said it on the show before, but yeah, it is a good one. I think Maya actually said it to me. Yeah, it was Maya Kamara. She said it to me a long time ago. Yeah, I remember it now. Okay, this is my favorite. This is my pick of the week. This guy.
Yeah.
French guy. Another French one.
Well,
another Frenchie. And I love this artwork as well. Picture.
Well, to be honest, when the combination is guy from France and electronic, it's almost always good. So we all know Daft Punk and Justice and so many from France. So all amazing electronic.
I like this artwork. It's kind of almost comical because this guy is kind of like a sort of big manly man with a big huge moustache. He looks like quite a big chap, and he's kind of got this baseball cap on and huge black coat, and he's standing next to his gran, maybe, I don't know, who also looks like she doesn't take any SHIT. I don't know. It reminds me of like it could be in a film or something. Like it's I can't like maybe like a scene where they're standing next to each other and the narrator's introducing the camera. There's like one of those black comedy type things, like almost a tragedy of events or something like that. Anyway, I like the artwork. I don't know where they are. Like at their family home, it looks like it could be a farm or something. Anyway, it's I don't know. It's just different and interesting. Do you want to try and read the title?
I don't see the title.
It's Mon Plus Grand Regret. Mon Plus Grand Regret, which is MonPlusGrandRegret, and it's by Nerlov, which is spelled Nerlov, which doesn't sound French to me. That sounds like he might have like Eastern European heritage of some type. Nerlov. Okay, this was released on the 23rd of January 2026, and tell me what you think. Here we go. Yes, we are back in the house. Half an hour left to go. We still have three more tracks to you to try and squeeze into this last half an hour. My name is Cybertronix. I'm here with Tenodi Boris. We are the co-owners of Retro Reverb Records, and this show is brought to you by Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. That is the Bandcamp Hour, episode 99. Don't forget to follow us on our new Discord server. Check out our YouTube channel and all of our releases, which we've got plenty of coming out soon, starting next week with Mr. Eden Future. Right, okay. Eden Future. Sorry, I shouldn't do an impression of his voice, but he is quite nasal when he does sound a little bit like that. At the beginning of the show, I did tell people I'm okay at doing accents, but I haven't got the comedic talent to do it on stage. Eden Future, Shredwave, is that what it's called? Yes.
Yeah.
Shredwave. Yeah, Shredwave, right?
Yeah. I made like 12 different.
And he still picked the worst one. Right. Sorry if you're listening in. The perfectly good piece of artwork. The first one that Boris did was really nice. I was like, yeah, that's it. That looks perfect. It suits it completely. And Eden wanted another one. Anyway, it's up to him. It's his music, his artwork. So
exactly.
Let him do it. Right. Okay. So some opinions are like everything. We've all got one. Something. No, you know the phrase I'm going on about. Right. Okay. What did you make of that?
Okay, so I would really like to know, why is this your pick of the day?
I just liked it. Really nice vocal hook. I think his voice surprised me. I think looking at him, right, and then that voice came out of that man, I thought it just doesn't. It kind of shocked me. And I think he's got a very nice voice. I like men with got high range voices, and I liked the chorus a lot. There was just about enough change in it in the second part. There was like the bridge, and then there was all the sort of like little bleepy sort of sounds, and there was a tiny bit of guitar, I think, that came in at the end. He changed it wasn't just a repetition of the same words over and over. In the second part, there was something slightly different, and then he came in again with that sort of catchy vocal.
No.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
It wasn't boring at all. But it was a very simple tune. That's why.
Yes. It was.
Yeah. I'm always amazed when simple tune sounds interesting. It's something that I don't have talent for, and I think you really have to be talented to do, because biggest names in music history like B.B. King or Jimi Hendrix or I don't know, so on and so on, knew exactly when the song needs that tone for how long and nothing else.
It's like Italian cooking, not too much, simple ingredients.
Exactly, but high quality. So everything, yeah.
I mean, listen, it is a simple tune, and maybe in a grand scale of an album and stuff, it might make a good single. It might not be one of those ones that grows on you because it is simple, and maybe you can only listen to it so much before you might get a little bit bored of it.
Yes, but for example, I would never have that song on my playlist that I listen to every day, but on the radio, to come from time to time, so to say, no, I could listen to it for years. So I would be like, that song, okay, you drive.
Yeah, I mean, I actually did just put it on my playlist because I want to hear it a few more times, but I might take it off, as you said, at some point. But listen, I think that guy, it's got a good voice. He's got a very good voice, like a kind of unique voice. It's not the sound of voice I hear that often. I think he's managed to create a nice little sort of catchy. The bass line does repeat that we were just talking about, but it doesn't seem to bore me. I just think he's got a nice single in his hand there, and just like personally, if that was on the label, I'd be quite happy to release that. I think it's a good single, and a bit different as well. Not something I always hear all the time, and I think he's done very well with what he's done. So yeah, that's why it was my pick of the day. Yeah, and I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
4 from me, but yes, high score, definitely.
Yeah, I did give something a higher score earlier on, but I think that's because it was more maybe technically accomplished. But from my own subjective opinion, it was my track of the day. So well done. Okay. Go and check him out. So that's Nerlov, Nerlov. Okay, next. Right, so we've got an AI one next. So this was disclosed in the submission. It's called Paper Walls by can't see it.
Aletanian Vera. Oh, that's a name.
Vera.
Aletheach Vera.
Spell it. It's
ALETHEIAH. The word VEYRA.
I've just realised that I remember what happened now. So I got this submission, and I went to accept it, and it timed out. And I read that she had disclosed the AI usage in it. So, and now I don't have it saved, so I can't read it. That's really annoying. Okay, so look, she did disclose it. She was quite honest about it. I remember her saying that it was written by herself, blah, 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 but then polished off with AI, something. So the AI is involved in this. Not fully. It's not a fully AI-generated tune. Let's just listen to it, because we're going to run out of time, and see what we think. Okay, Paper Walls. All right, here we go.
Shadows like they spell out the doom. You're holding tight to a map that is dead, scared of the weather that's only in your head. I try to speak, but the words hit the floor, so I'm not gonna try to explain anymore. You see a cage where I see a street. I keep it steady, I keep it discreet. I'm pouring the coffee, I'm fixing the light. I'm staying right here in the middle of the night. But under the skin, yeah, under the bone, I'm dialing out to a different zone. Oh, I'm walking through paper walls. I'm hearing the signal before it calls. You think the fight. The truth doesn't need me to prove that it's there. It's in the sky, it's in the with you, but I'm out on the edge of the indigo blue. Yeah, mercy is quiet and mercy is kind. I'm leaving the heavy stuff far behind, so keep the paper, yeah, keep it all. I'm walking right through the paper wall. Just paper
And we are back in the house, episode 99 of the Bandcamp Hour, brought to you every Sunday from 4 till 6 with Cybertronix and Tenodi Boris, the co-owners of Retro Reverb Records. Right, I mean, I'm going to say it, I thought it was quite a beautiful piece of music, like the piano. I liked the vocals. It kind of reminded me of Evanescence. Guitar was good. There was a little bit of Guns N' Roses in the guitar. Violin I liked. Good structure, good emotion, good build up, good drops. But you know, all of a sudden in today's world, everyone is the best singer that there's ever been. That's what I'm like. Everyone can suddenly sing. The quality in vocals is just somehow in the human race just drastically improved somehow in the last year and a half. I don't know how it happened, but there we go.
Let's be honest with one thing, and that's I believe that's the core problem of why is even AI so popular, and that's people are not ready to collaborate anymore, not in a scale like when I was a kid, when I was starting to do music. Today, if you want to have a decent vocalist in your song, you have to pay between $200 and $500 or euros, and that's just out of every beginner's budget. And also an hour in a studio is between 150 euros for like nothing, and like over €1,000 an hour for with a sound engineer, which is also out of the budget for every normal person, and so on and so forth. So let's not.
So we understand why people want to do it, but I think there's a combination of things. Like there's the finances, there's the collaboration, I think there's also the fact that people aren't really prepared to put the work in themselves, and they've got quick fix, quick, cheap, easy fix, which escalates their music.
This one, the last one you said, I give no excuses for that one. That one is just a no for in my book.
This last one?
Yes, the last one, the laziness.
Oh, you mean the paper walls or this paper walls?
No. You said few reasons why the people do it.
Oh, right. Sorry. So the last reason I get. Sorry, I thought you were talking about
the last reason you stated is that the people are pretty much lazy today, and for that reason, I will always be a very critical and very hard in my decision to say no to that, because even with AI, you can put a lot of work behind it. So
that one's got a lot of work behind it. That one, the last one. Yeah.
Actually, yes, because no AI will spit out that song.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I'm not going to go on about AI too much more. I mean, she's at least I didn't even have to ask her. She just said this has been helped with AI. Blah blah blah. I can't remember exactly what she said, but well done her for saying it. It's a really good piece of music. I enjoyed it, and I know there's a lot of human influence in that track as well. So I'm just going to say I think it's good, and I'm actually going to give that a 4.5, even though it's AI. I just thought it was a very good piece of music. So well done. What's your score?
375. I can't go beyond that
because of the AI.
Because it's AI. But if it's any
it's quite a complex piece of music though. Like even if it is AI, there's quite a lot going on in it. You know, it's quite well made and things like that. We have to move on, otherwise I'm not going to get to play everyone that we need. Yeah, you think what you want to say, and I'll come back to it. By the way, earlier on, the area that I went to in Italy was the Dolomites.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah. All right, next one is Action Cop. We've played him before. So this one's called Intuition, featuring Celine Calder. I think it's Celine, Selene. Calder, Calder on vocals. Where is he from? He is from America, I believe. With a name like Action Cop. Should be, really. Yeah, he's from Florida. Step into the neon... Oh, I'm not reading all that. It's a huge bio. Right, to support this, you can go to actioncop.bandcamp.com, which is ACTIOCOP. I'll get the artwork up, because I've got 2 tracks to get through. I don't want to rush through anyone, but I have to, I'm afraid. Let's get the artwork up, and we'll talk about the artwork afterwards and the song. It's a good piece of artwork, like it. Very cool, very 80s. All right, here we go. So this one is called Intuition by Action Cop.
Like
was Intuition by Action Cop featuring Celine Calder. If I had just heard that and I hadn't seen it's got a feature, I might have thought that was her vocals, because it was very good. Very good. Yeah. Very, very, very good vocals there. This was released, I think this is in conjunction with Retro Reverb Records, co-produced by Trevor and Shana Anderson, Retro Reverb Records. I've not actually heard of them. Released on the 28th of January this year. Okay, quickly, thoughts and feelings, Boris. It's good, well produced.
Yeah, well produced retrowave song. I really enjoyed every aspect of the song. So there is nothing I would really take out and say, this was the best. Definitely beautiful vocals, but also the whole production was amazing. I liked the toms. I liked everything. The song had the energy and everything it really needed. It was alluring. I mean, the artwork is a woman in like a leather suit on a balcony, a backdrop city behind her, seductive, alluring. Everything I've heard from Action Cop has been that well produced. He is a good producer, for sure. Tags are electronic, synthwave, cyberpunk, outrun, retrowave, synth pop, and Miami. So go and support Action Cop. Good track. 4.5 from me. That was a very good synthwave track. 4.5 from me too. Yes.
Right.
Amazing.
Okay. Last one of the day. Is Headphones Advised. The album, I think, is the album is Headphones Advised by Sparke, Sparke, and we are going to listen to the track Bodacious by Sparke, and we might just get some time to give it some feedback if I play now. Here we go. I'll put the artwork up. Yeah, I quite like that ending. That only caught me off guard. The little sort of vinyl slow down effect, like a low pass flanger or whatever it's called. Anyway, acid house, like Saw's acid house, very 90s style. Again, quite basic, quite simple. I like the bass. The bass line was okay. I like the lead little sounds. Not bad. 3.5 for me.
Yeah. So when I would compare it with the last song, it's just not in the same league. So, but nevertheless, it had some its own nice elements that kept me entertained. Definitely through the song. It would benefit from a bit more of
Stuff.
variations.
Yeah, it needed a little bit more to it. It was quite simple, quite short. It's only 2 minutes 19 long. It did need a bit of variation, didn't it? It didn't really have any drops or changes of paces particularly. It had was nice bass, nice sounds, and a nice shell, but needed a wee bit more.
It wasn't terrible or boring song. It just felt a bit unfinished, unpolished.
Yeah, I agree. All right, okay. Look, we're coming towards the last couple of minutes of the show, so I'll give you a couple more jokes. This is maybe the best joke. I hope you get it. You will have to have read the books to get the joke. I found a lion in my closet the other day. When I asked what it was doing in there, it said, "None your business."
Okay. I haven't read the books, but I watched the movies. So yeah, I know. Yeah.
Stupid joke. Right. Justice is a dish best served cold. Otherwise, it's just water.
Oh, I didn't.
Justice. The end of justice is ice.
Aha, just ice. Aha.
Okay. Yeah, just ice. Otherwise, it's just water.
Okay.
How much do rainbows weigh? Not much. They're actually pretty light.
Okay. Yeah. I did like this one now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last one. I said this earlier on, but let's see if you laugh. Why is grass so dangerous?
Why?
Because it's full of blades. Grass blades. That's what. All right, very last one. Have you heard of the book about Have you heard about that new book on constipation?
No.
No, it hasn't come out yet. Alright, listen, that's it. I'm Cybertronix, I'm here with Tenodi Boris. We are the co-owners of Retro Reverb